What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the college basketball recap and preview show. I'm your host, Will Lundy, and I'm here with my boy, Jackson Johnson. What's going on, Jack?
It's going pretty good. Just getting ready for that Super Bowl, getting ready for another crazy week of college basketball. And I will say, though, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in one of the upcoming games. Curious to see who Gonzaga has on their lineup.
Oh, man, I can't wait for that game.
Oh,
It's
man,
going to be a good
it's going to
one.
be fun.
Yeah, big game for the Zags for sure.
First, we got UConn and St. John's. What's going on with St. John's? I mean,
Man, they're on the bubble, man. That would have been a huge game for them, but couldn't get it done at home.
yeah, unfortunately, they couldn't. But on the bright side, they have a bright future with Rick Pitino.
Oh, yeah. Rick Pitino's a pro, man. Just don't let him talk to the ladies.
No, that's a no-no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say, dude, you're married, Coach Pitino.
Come on,
Don't
coach.
be out pulling the Bobby Petrino in the back room.
Oh, man.
But we know somebody that's had a pretty good day. Shout out to Isaac Shade, host of Locked On Tar Heels, on a congratulations for the North Carolina Tar Heels against the Duke Blue Devils. They were coming
Mm-hmm.
off a loss against Georgia Tech. Going in this game.
Mm-hmm.
What was your take on it, man?
Well, Tar Heels, they've been a little up and down recently, but they ended up getting that win, and I'm happy for our pal Jeffrey.
Yeah, it's a big win for those Tar Heels. They needed it.
Mm-hmm.
But we see someone else had a great day. Kansas
Mm-hmm.
Jayhawks against the Houston Cougars. Ah, man, I want to see Houston win that one badly.
Saying that would have been awesome for them, but Fog Allen is not an easy place to go.
Nope. But I can't wait for revenge in Houston. That's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And Tennessee having a great day, a great night against the Kentucky Wildcats with a 103-92 victory. How about
Yeah.
that?
I mean, is Rick Barnes? Are they for real this time?
No.
No.
I don't think they are. They're just so great and wonderful in the regular season. They'll fall apart in the round of 32 or Sweet 16. They hadn't even made it to the Elite Eight yet, let
Oh,
alone the
man.
Final Four. Oh, your good buddy Shakalaka Smart with
Yeah, man. They,
coaching.
they they took out the belt and spanked the Hoyas.
There you go. Yeah, baby.
There we go, Shaka.
There we go. Shakalaka. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And we see those Baylor Bear necessities winning a tight one, 70-68. Oh, what's up, third and N8? What's up, man?
They're
Glad
in
to see
eight.
you on this
What's going
afternoon.
on? Nate the
Ooh,
Great.
it's interesting to see what's going to happen with Creighton. I mean, they were looking good earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. They looked great, but I don't know. They might be fading a bit.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, we see Cincinnati won a tight one against the Texas Tech Red Raiders with a 75-72 win. Now, I remember watching a little bit of Locked On. I think it was Locked On College Basketball where Isaac joined Drake Toll for Locked On Big 12. And they talked a little bit about how you can have a losing record in conference play in Big 12 and you can still make it to the tourney.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just how the Big 12 rolls.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't think there's any debate in whether, well, I mean, there could be a debate as to whether the Big 12 is the best, but everybody knows it's way better than the ACC for sure.
Oh, yeah, man. It's embarrassing.
ACCs look pitiful. Ooh, Auburn looked magnificent against Ole Miss, 91-77.
Yeah, they took it to him, man. They took it to him, and they destroyed him.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. Well, San Diego State spanked Utah State with an 81-67 victory.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about Utah State, man. I thought they were for real, but this is a tough one.
Oh, yeah.
But they definitely play a lot better at home than they do away.
That's true.
Yeah, they're a lot better at home.
Yeah. We're going to have to watch for some of those home games at Utah State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Logan is not an easy place to go.
No, it's not.
And neither is Boca Raton.
No. I just hope they didn't do what Memphis did against UAB.
Memphis might not be an at-large team. What's going on?
That's bad. I mean, are we going to be seeing a hot seat for Penny Hardaway for next season?
Oh, yeah, possibly, man, possibly.
Shout out to our good buddy Joey Foster. Sorry about West Virginia getting beat, man. I hate it for you.
Yeah, man, if Bob Huggins would have been able to stay, who knows how the Mountaineers could have done this year.
Yeah, that's why you don't. And that, children, is why you don't go making slurs on the radio and no drinking and driving. Because when you do that, you wind up like Bob Huggins, unfortunately.
He just gotta behave himself, man. I don't get it with the Huggy Bear sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Central Florida did all right against Oklahoma.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Johnny Dawkins, man. I thought they would be towards the bottom of the Big 12, but they're right up there. They could be a tournament team.
Are we going to see all four of the newcomers in? If so, that'll be awesome.
That would be awesome. But yeah, they're in the mix now. UCF is.
Oh man, that's gonna be awesome, man. Alabama smacking down the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was worried about Bama in the non-con, but they've been looking good now.
Nate Oates is getting them rolling.
Oh yeah.
And Texas won a big one against TCU. We see.
Yeah, Texas needed. They needed that. They need every win now, man. They're on the bubble now, but they needed that one.
Is Miami gonna go from Final Four to missing out on March Madness this season?
It'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. Them and Clemson, they're the bubble teams from the ACC for sure. It looks like Virginia's gonna be safe soon the way they've been playing.
Oh yeah. Well, we see your good buddy Ace Baldwin had a big one against the Indiana Hoosiers, 85-71.
Yeah, Ace leading the Nittany Lions to their first win in Assembly Hall since 2014. Yeah, I'm happy for my boys, Ace and Nick Kern.
There we go.
It's been a bit of a bumpy ride, but if they can catch fire, they might be able to get in that large bid. But they gotta keep winning.
There we go. Let's go, Ace, 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 Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Golden Boots are great football. Oh, wait, that's a basketball game. And
yeah,
Arkansas looking pitiful. They're looking pitiful, pitiful. You're looking pitiful, Muscleman.
What's going on? Well, it's only going to be on the hot seat next year, man. It's heating up.
You're going from Elite Eight to looking pitiful. That's
2-7. They're gonna have a losing record this year.
Oh man, I feel bad for Ty Hudson, man. It's
poor Ty.
This is bad for Razorback Nation.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. But St. Joe's in Massachusetts are doing all right though.
Yeah, St. Joe's had a good non-con. Now they're finally starting to catch a bit of fire in the A10. So who knows? Maybe they can steal a bid.
I hope so. That would be big.
Yeah, especially for Billy Lang's job.
And we just got done talking about Memphis a little while ago. They got a 2-point win against Wichita State. Not bad, I guess.
I mean, Wichita State's not very good, but at least they won.
Yeah, that's. I hope they get better from there.
Yeah.
Well, one of the chat members, Todd Gwynn, was warning me quite a lot about South Carolina last Friday. I should have listened.
South Carolina could be a top 4 seed in the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Todd, if you're watching, I owe you an apology for underestimating your Gamecocks.
Mm-hmm.
Get away from us, Detroit. The bubble watch battle. Virginia, Clemson.
Clemson blew it again.
You blew it!
You blew it, Brad Brunell. Get out. If Brad Brunell doesn't make the tournament this year, he's really got to go now. Or they just don't care about basketball.
I don't think they do because they've kept him for too long.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be asking that same question 5 years from now. Should we keep Brad Brunell? Should we not keep him?
Mm-hmm.
Guess we'll wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
But what's happening, Kansas State?
Kansas State. Jerome Tang was one of my favorite new coaches last year, man, but it looks like it might have just been a one-hit wonder.
Don't play like that against Kansas now, you hear?
Mm-mm.
Right, we'll see you.
See ya.
See you, Will.
I'll be back Monday.
Okay.
We got Minnesota and Northwestern going to overtime. Man.
Oh, man. Northwestern's so good at home, but away from home, they aren't that great. They're a little better than Utah, but still couldn't win in Minnesota. I hope they still get in, though, but it'll be interesting.
Cal looking pitiful, but, well, Coach Hurley going to be gone.
Bobby Hurley is looking pitiful, losing to Cal at home.
It's a disaster over in Tempe, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think California is the definition of ACC basketball, but that's just me now. Appalachian State seems more like a better definition of it, though.
How about App State looking dangerous this year? Remember, they beat Auburn earlier in the season.
And they ended the unbeaten streak of James Madison.
Yeah, man, they're looking good.
Please tell me that's not going to be normal for Missouri in basketball.
The battle for their Vandy getting their first SEC win against Missouri. We're still searching for theirs, man.
I'm trying not to go off on both of them. Hey, what's up, Todd Gwynn?
What's up,
Todd? Yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing what happens for the rest of. Well, not so fun for Michigan.
Not so fun for Juwan Howard.
He's got to go. He's got to go. Texas A&M winning a tight one against Florida, but your boys at BCU won a big one against Richmond. Tell me all about those Rams.
We made a clutch shots at the end, man. Like we got Kwani making threes, Max Shulga making threes. What a win. And the defense which was bad at the beginning of the season, man, they've been heating up. I do not want to play the Rams if I'm any of the A-10 schools for sure.
I'd hate to be on their bad side. I think VCU taught me a lesson.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's anyone in the A-10 that can beat us now, although the team that we're playing tonight, it'll be a great game. But I got to see Coach at Mass the next day. I got to shake his hand. So, awesome times for me.
Oh man, one of these days you'll probably have to again to tell you the story of UMBC upsetting Virginia, man.
Oh
That,
man.
that's gonna be cool. Oh, Boise State beat Air Force. No, I I forget. This isn't like football with Air Force. It's like I'm like, oh, Air Force great. Oh, right, this is college basketball.
Yeah, but Boise State, man, they're gonna make the tournament.
Yeah, they will. That Mount West is stat.
Hmm.
I mean, there's definitely going to be more teams there in the tourney than there will be Pac-12 teams.
Yeah, and ACC teams.
Oh yeah. Maybe the West Coast Conference should merge with the Mount West.
That would be fun.
Yeah, because I mean, Gonzaga, San Diego State as a conference game, that would be a
Mhm.
great game.
Oh yeah.
That's a money maker. Oh, speaking of James Madison, they're winning big.
Winning big over Old Dominion in the Royal rivalry.
I know Michigan State's looked like a disaster, but do you think that all James Madison has to do is make it to the title game, or do they have to win the Sun Belt Conference tournament?
They might have to win the Sun Belt Conference tournament,
I'm
but we'll
afraid
see.
so.
We'll see. We'll see.
Man, these games look sad. Well, Utah's not looking sad against Colorado.
Utah's dominant at home.
NC State win against Georgia Tech.
Mm,
Oh, go ahead.
That was a bubble battle for sure. The Spartans ended up pulling it out.
Agreed. 3rd and N8. Agreed. What's going on with your boys, man?
I mean, we're rebuilding this year. I was hoping for a couple more big ACC wins, but hey, hopefully we can at least beat Louisville and possibly Syracuse. Indiana State staying at the top of the Missouri Valley over Drake.
You
Drake
think they're
could get
kind
an
of like
at-large. I think both of these teams might get at-large bids. I know Drake's on the bubble.
you think they're like the new Wichita State Creighton?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
What
Wonder what
happened
he's
is
talking-
I don't know, man. I think the players kind of quit on Jawan this year. That's what I think happened.
Well, maybe they didn't quit on him in their Nets game, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, but a butt whipping against Oregon State's not going to save you there, Andy Enfield.
Yeah.
Get away from us, Mississippi Valley State. Get a win, then we'll talk about you. This is not the same Wake Forest. I mean, not Wake Forest, Syracuse. Good grief.
Yeah, Adrian Autry's struggling. I know they just had to dismiss a player because he was being too much of a nuisance.
Ooh. Wow.
Florida
That's
State's
big.
so inconsistent.
This is not the Florida State of old.
Yeah.
But congrats to Louisville. Shout out to our boy Sports Talk with Austin
Mhm.
Williams for that win. Oh, the Apple Cup looking all right.
The Cougs might get an at-large. They're on the bubble. That would be
Ooh.
nice for them.
They need something good to look forward to. They beat DePaul, you're supposed to. But good Lord Almighty. I've got some questions for Gonzaga. Is this going to be the first time since the 1997-98 season where Gonzaga misses the NCAA tourney?
It's looking like it, Jack. Unless if
I
things
hope not.
change in Spokane.
I hope not. But at the same time, it would be cool to see the Immaculate St. Mary's get the job done in the NCAA tourney.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they go from having a terrible start to their season to suddenly showing everybody what they're all about.
Yeah, and Purdue showed everyone what they're all about, man. Lance Jones, he could be the difference in them making a run this year.
Oh, yeah. I just want to see if they can continue that real soon. Like, I know they'll probably win the regular season tournament, not the regular season title, then the conference tournament probably, but maybe maybe this is their year. Maybe not. Maybe they could be the Nets 2019 Virginia. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Arizona had a big win, but our
Mm-hmm.
good buddy third in 8 has been asking us, "Well, we see Nebraska in the big dance. They still in the bubble. Well, they can't.
They
They
just got
can't.
to win some road games, man. Like, I think they definitely have a chance to get in, but I don't know. I'm worried about them not being able to win any games on the road.
Yeah,
But
this.
they're in right now. Right now they're in, but it could change. I don't know. They just like I want to see them get in just because I love watching Kaisuke Tominaga play. But they gotta win a couple more road. They gotta win like at least one road game, and then hopefully they'll be in. But right now they are in, according to Joe Lunardi. Hopefully they can grab some more road wins.
They need some. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. But they got Michigan. They got Michigan coming up, so they'll probably beat up on your boys.
Yeah, don't screw that up, Nebraska.
Yeah. But Fred Hoiberg still, I mean, from a bottom dweller to where they are now, they've improved a good bit.
Well, we see the Fighting Sister Jeans having their love against the Davidson Wildcats. Here we go.
Yeah, Loyola looking like they're one of the better teams. Davidson kind of in the middle of the A10 this year.
Kyle Neptune's fighting for his job, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're on the bubble, but they gotta get some wins.
How about the second straight year where Kansas State has beaten Kansas at Lawrence?
And man, yeah, I mean, this is one they had to have, man. Kansas State. They gotta get some more wins, but hey, being a rival is always great. So happy for
Here's
the
a wild question I got for you, man.
Hmm?
What if Kansas State sweeps Kansas in the regular season for the first time since 1983?
I mean, they'll definitely be in the mix then, but their
yeah.
non-conference just wasn't great this year.
Oh, that's true.
Mhm.
But imagine if they made some history against Kansas this year. That would be big.
That would be big. Oh yeah.
Oh, no worries, Todd Gwynn. We are getting to the Tuesday matchups right after we get to that Virginia-Miami game.
Mm-hmm. Miami's just not the same this year, man.
No, they're not.
Mm-hmm. They're missing Jordan Miller bad.
But we'll say, though, UConn had a great day against Butler. Well, great night against them, but not as great as Clemson, who beat the North Carolina Tar Heels for the second time all time in Chapel Hill. You know where that first one was from, everyone? January 2020.
I can't believe Carolina just. I don't know, man. I think maybe they. Do you think they just partied a little too much?
I think honestly they did, but I think Clemson wanted it more.
Yeah.
Shockingly, they
couldn't
still lead.
believe it. I thought Clemson was done, but now they're back in the mix.
That is correct, Todd. They are 2
I thought
and
they were
60.
falling out, but they got it done. So maybe I don't know. I still don't trust this Clemson team to win any games in March, but at least they beat UNC.
Well, they can keep winning some of these big games. They're in.
Yeah.
Houston beat up on Oklahoma State. But
Yeah, I mean, I think it seems like everyone's beating up on Oklahoma State in the Big 12.
yeah,
It's been a tough
I-
year for the Pokes and the Mountaineers.
yeah, it's not good. But Baylor and Texas Tech are squabbling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Baylor needed that one, man. They were kind of falling apart a bit, but they're looking better now. We'll see if they can go on a run in March. But Texas, man, Ronnie Terry, I think he's done, man. I think he's done.
Oh, yeah. But South Carolina, our good buddy Todd Gwynn in the chat's been
There you
telling
go,
us.
Todd.
It's like I said earlier in the show, I should have listened to you, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe those Ole Miss
Those Gamecocks,
Rebels.
man, they can go back to this might be even better than that Frank Martin team that went to the Final Four. I'm excited if I'm you, Todd. You gotta be excited, man.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not excited to be a Vandy basketball fan, but hey, at least baseball season's coming up.
Oh, Dayton's doing very well.
Dayton. This game was tight at half. Actually, St. Joe's was winning. I remember it was tight, but the Flyers did pull away in the second half.
And Oklahoma had a big one against BYU.
Yeah, man, this BYU team, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think of them. Like, they've looked great in some games, and some games I'm like, what the heck?
And we see Nevada won a big one against the Utah State Aggies.
What a huge win for Nevada and their bubble hopes. They got to keep winning, but this gets them back in it, being a ranked team on the road.
We figured you'd be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rutgers had a tight one against Maryland.
Maryland needed that win bad.
Get away from us, DePaul.
Wake is starting to play better again. Like, they played really good. They fell apart. Now they're starting to play good again. So now they're back. They're back in the bubble now, along with like St. John's and Nevada. Those are the teams that are trying to get back in it.
Well, we see Florida State won a tight one against BC.
Florida State, man, they're a strange team this year, man. Looked horrible against Louisville, and then won at BC.
Oh, yeah. And we also noticed that Indiana had a big one against Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are kind of done. Unfortunately for the Hoosiers, not good.
Yeah. Wonder what this does for Chris Holtman.
Oh, he's gone.
He's in big, big trouble, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
There's your boys at VCU.
Yeah, got it done in the second half against Fordham. Scrappy Fordham.
Oh, we got a big dogfight between Boise State and Colorado State.
Yeah, big win for the Rams. I mean, they're not doing that well in the Mountain West, but they just did so well in the non-con that 6-4, they're going to be in.
South Florida's doing all right in the American.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Bulls might sneak in.
Ooh. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I mean, we see Charlotte and South Florida South Florida is above Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, they have that tiebreaker. They're both 9-1.
Yeah.
But they
Well, I
gotta
mean,
keep winning if they want to be in at large. But they're getting close.
that's going to be interesting to see what happens. I wonder if UAB is going to have a hand in it. But what's going on, Michigan State? What's going on, boys?
Michigan State, man. I mean, it says they're in the tournament right now, but they're a team that I would want to play if I was in the first round of the tournament. They're not great.
Yeah. Well, St. Mary's beat
Mary's
Pacific.
staying unbeaten in the WCC.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Tennessee
see,
Vols being up on LSU.
Of course they do.
Mm-hmm. Another
Duke
tough
beating
one for my Irish.
Oh, man. Duke beating up on Notre Dame. Of course they do.
Mm-hmm. Wisconsin, man, they're looking so good, and now they lost to Michigan. Get it together, Wisconsin. You gotta be ready for the tournament.
This is bad.
Don't you want to be a top 4 seed, Wisconsin? Come on. Greg Gard. Get it together.
Top 4 seeds don't lose to Michigan, man. No offense to Michigan Nation.
Mm-hmm.
But Alabama, Auburn, oh my God.
Auburn is tough at home. They are tough at home. Unless if you're App State. If you're App State, you can win at Auburn, but everyone else, man, it's tough.
85 total free throws in that game. Holy crap.
Yeah, the game lasted a while.
That's big.
Uh-oh, Creighton.
There it is. That's bad.
Bryce Hopkins is hurt, but it looks like Providence might sneak in still. They're back to next 4 out after this one, so. But Creighton, man, they were playing well, and now they're not.
Not good. Oh, there's Seton Hall.
Mm-hmm. Keeps on winning.
Syracuse beating up on Louisville in a 2-pointer. Oh man, they got bailed out by a late goaltending call. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Syracuse isn't great.
And Xavier winning a tight one because, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Villanova is just horrible.
Loyola
came back, but they're still 8-2, still going to be in the top 4 of the A10 this season. So I thought Drew Valentine might be getting the axe, but Ramblers are having a good year.
The Bonnies.
Bonnie's back to 500 in A10 play.
What is going on with the Missouri Valley? There it is. There's Drake.
There's Drake. Drake in Indiana State, still at the top.
Oh, yeah. Well, I see Gonzaga rebounded nicely against Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Northwestern. What's going on, Nebraska? You're killing us.
Nebraska, man, they're holding on to that last 4 in.
Gal. Because, of course. You talked a little bit about this game last night. It was pretty wild.
Well, yeah, is Arizona going to win? Is Utah going to pull it out? They kept going back and forth. a lot of missed threes, but Caleb Love ended up hitting a couple late to sink the Utes and to hand the Utes their first home loss. But yeah, Arizona's now I mean, the Pac-12 just isn't great, but Arizona's gonna be the best out of a bad bunch. Colorado might get an at-large, but they're gonna be the only two at-large teams, or just Arizona.
Well, and UAB seems to take down quite a lot of the top.
Yeah, now South Florida's in first place in the American.
That's bad for Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still going to get an at-large just because, they had a couple of huge non-conference wins.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Yeah. They got to wait, man. I mean, Dusty May, it looks like he's going to go. A lot of people I'm hearing rumors that he's going to go become the new coach of the Hoosiers, so.
Oh, you think so?
Mhm.
Oh, wow. That would
So
be
I
a
think
huge win.
Yeah. Memphis hanging on to the bubble.
Better get some big wins. You got an opportunity to sweep Florida Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
There's your buddy, Ace
There's my
Baldwin.
man. Yeah, Ace Baldwin closed out the Hawkeyes.
I don't think our friend Corey Brad is too happy about.
Corey was
either
pretty
game.
angry on Twitter. I was following his tweet to the game, man. He was not happy.
I don't blame you, man. I wouldn't be
Mhm.
happy either. Get away from us, Detroit.
Colorado hanging on to that bubble spot.
Yeah, but Hurley doesn't seem to be hanging on to his seat.
Oh, Hurley's gone. I think I would get him out.
You think he's the Chip Kelly of college basketball or no?
I think that's a good possibility, Jackson.
Oregon winning a big one against Washington at the Matthew Knight Arena.
Mm-hmm. Oregon's kind of blown it this year, though. I mean, they might sneak back into the mix, but
Go. Well, we'll see these top-notch Friday games tonight.
oh yeah,
It's gonna be crazy to see Dayton and VCU.
it's not going to be crazy to see UConn beat up Georgetown, man. That game's over already.
Yeah, I don't think that. If you're all right with it, I don't think that game will be on our pit
Yeah.
slip.
Now, can Wisconsin get it together in Piscataway?
It's a good question.
Mhm.
Yes, I believe
Think
they
so?
can.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they will too. And I think Bama will bounce back against LSU.
Ellis who?
Hmm?
Ellis who?
Mm-hmm. Hmm?
Yeah, but in all seriousness, Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide gonna get back on the right track.
Maybe what LSU needs is Brian Kelly do his dance moves
Oh man.
on the half court at halftime. Go.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Clemson, Syracuse on ESPN2 for a bubble.
I think
watch
Clemson. I don't trust Clemson. I'm gonna go with Syracuse just because I don't trust Clemson.
I'm right there with you. This has trap game written all over it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna fall apart, Clemson. I hope we're wrong for your sake. Ooh, we see Creighton and Xavier.
Creighton and Xavier. I think Creighton will bounce back.
I'll take my chances with Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. A big battle between Illinois and Michigan State on CBS.
Oh man, that's a great doubleheader for CBS. I'll go with the Illini. I don't know. Michigan State just has not been great this year.
I think I'm gonna chance it with the Spartans.
All right.
Then we got that battle in Ames, Iowa, between TCU and Iowa State.
I'm not picking Iowa State to lose at home ever. I'm going to go with the Cyclones.
I'm right there with you. I don't like the idea of going against Iowa State and Ames, Iowa.
Mm-mm.
That's like trying to pick a fight with a gunfighter.
Mm-hmm.
But this one looks pretty good at Hinkle Fieldhouse at Fox Sports 1 between Providence and Butler.
I'm going with Butler, man. Both teams are on the bubble. This is a big game. But I'm going to go with the Bulldogs to win in Hinkle.
Yeah, this is going to be a big one for Thad Matta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, let me see. Oh no, we're not gonna make everybody suffer with that Longhorn Network game. But this is a good one. The Auburn Tigers and the Florida Gators.
Man, Florida, Auburn's can't seem to win away from at home lately. I'm going to go with the Gators.
Ooh, that's a good one. But I'm gonna take my chances, Bruce Pearl, on this one.
All right.
Then we got North Carolina and Miami on ESPN.
Miami's been crap. I'm going with Carolina.
Then we got the battle between Houston and Cincinnati on ESPN2.
I'll pick Houston. It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick road teams to win the Big 12, though.
But this is the game that I'm really looking forward to. The one on CBS. You know, we don't see big non-conference games in February like we used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't see like many Notre Dame UCLA's.
No. It's such a shame. Like, I remember one year we saw Duke St. John's on CBS one year in
That was
late
awesome.
January. Oh, yeah. I want to see more non-conference games in February. I mean, that would be awesome, especially like some of the non-conference rivalries.
Mm.
Like, they should do that. But my question is, which version of Kentucky are we getting? The good or the bad?
Kentucky hasn't shown up in big games enough. I'm going to pick the Zags to win.
Well, I will say, though, this game is a gift from the basketball gods for the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, do they even deserve this gift? They've been crap.
Oh, man. I think I'm going to go Kentucky reluctantly. But I will be pulling for the Zags.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Todd.
That is true. But we see a big bubble game on ESPN Plus between Central Florida and Texas Tech.
I'm going with Red Raiders and Lubbock.
Same. Oh, there we go. Maybe this is going to be a good bubble watch game on the ACC network. Who you want to go with?
Wakey, wakey.
Come on, artichokey. Don't be an artichokey, wakey. Ooh, we see a good one on Fox Sports 1 between the Buckeyes and the Maryland Terrapins.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Buckeyes.
Yeah, I'll go Buckeyes.
Here we go. Here we go. We got the double. Get away from us, Detroit. How many times do we have to tell you get away from us? You're a disgrace to Dickie V. But not Oregon and Washington State. They aren't a disgrace to Dickie V like Detroit Mercy is.
I'm picking the Cougs, man. The Cougs got to keep winning to get in. But I don't know. I guess there could be 3 bids from the pack: Cougs, Buffs, and Wildcats. So I'm rooting for the Cougs since this is their last year in the. Well, it's everyone's last year in the pack, but it's their last year in the Power Conference.
True.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Donald Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, get away from us, UCLA and Cal. Hey, at least they're not putting this game on ESPN Plus.
Oh, that would have been a travesty.
No, God, that'd be a nightmare.
I'll go with the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, I don't think I'm making that mistake again. Pick it against Kansas at home.
Mm-hmm.
But we see a big one with Marquette and St. John's.
I'm going with Marquette. Oh, we have the MAC Sunbelt Challenge. This will be fun.
Does that mean what I think it means? I'm wondering if that means we're back to having bracket busters.
Oh, man. Those were the days.
Please tell us that that's back. Come on. Who you got on that one, man?
I'll pick the Dukes at home.
I'm going to go with the Fighting James Madisons as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got Drake and Bradley.
There we go.
Who you got?
I'll go Bradley.
I'm going to go Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope Drake isn't there because he might put a curse on the University of Drake. Oh, man. Nebraska will win this one.
Yeah. Go Big Red.
Oh, man. This isn't going to be like the last edition.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, because like the Nets one will be 2 weeks from now in Stillwater. Who you got on that one?
I'm going Oklahoma.
I'm going Oklahoma as well. And then we got that CW game between Virginia and Florida State.
I see the CW curse getting the Cavaliers.
Ooh, there we go. Right there with you, Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Indiana in a crucial bubble game against the Purdue Boilermakers.
I think Purdue's going to get up the belt and spank the Hoosiers.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Indiana smack them.
Do you think they'll cover the 17.5?
No.
No.
I think it's going. We may see that game as like a bad beat on Monday night for Scott from Scott Van Pelt. Then we're gonna hear that little music. Oh man, I can't quite do Scott Van Pelt's voice, but I'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe Texas A&M can pull off an upset against Tennessee.
I think I'm gonna pick the. I'll pick the Vols reluctantly.
Same. They irritate me so bad, but I have to go with them.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Colorado can pull off an upset, or maybe Arizona can have another big win.
I think that Arizona will win this one.
Right there with you. Then we got BYU going against Kansas State in a crucial Big 12 battle on ESPN2.
I'll go BYU at home in Provo.
Do we guys watch Southeastern 14? That's a new one on me.
Mm,
Say K-State or BYU?
BYU.
Yeah, I feel like that Kansas game might go to their heads.
Mm.
But we got a good one between Boise State, Utah State on Fox Sports 1.
Hmm.
I'm going to go with the Aggies.
Yeah, I'll go Aggies.
There we go. Although, definitely pull for the Smurfs.
Yeah.
Well, we know there's not going to be really anything on except for the Super Bowl, so that'll be pretty cool. But there might be a good one between Seton Hall and Villanova on CBS Sports Network.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go Nova.
I'll go Seton Hall. Seton Hall. I said.
And one of these days, I'll probably have to copyright that catchphrase. Well, Northwestern going against the fighting Ace Baldwin's on the road. All right.
I have to pick
But what-
Northwestern, but I hope Penn State wins.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Well, we got Minnesota and Iowa on the Big Ten Network. Let's go Iowa. Who you got?
I'll go Gophers.
Ooh, there we go.
Mhm.
Then we got Duke going up against Wake Forest to start off Monday night.
Man, this would be huge for Wake, but I'm gonna pick Duke.
Yeah, I think Shire's going to win this one.
Mhm.
Yeah, you want to pick West Virginia TCU or no?
Yeah, I'll pick TCU.
Yeah, we're going to go with TCU on this one. But we got a big one on ESPN between Kansas and Texas Tech.
Man, this is a good one. I have to pick Tech. I'll pick Tech at home to upset.
Oh, wow. I think I'm going to go Kansas.
Oh, what a big one in the Big East.
Marquette and Butler.
I'll
I'll
go
go
with my
Big.
boy Shaka, but I don't know.
I'm going to go Butler.
Mhm.
But maybe this battle at the Dome will be a good one. North Carolina and Syracuse.
I'll go with Carolina.
Right here with you.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a great Big 12 battle between Iowa State and Cincinnati.
I'm tempted to pick Cincy.
Agreed. I'm going to go Cincy for
I'll
this
pick
one.
Iowa State.
Oh. Here we go. Oh, you see Pittsburgh and Virginia Tech at the John Paul Jones Arena on ACC Network.
I think UVA will win.
Virginia. Then we got Providence and St. John's.
I'll go with Providence. That's tough.
Right here with you. I'm going with the Friars. And then we got, oh man, we got a good one on Peacock between the Buckeyes and the Badgers.
Badgers will win that one.
Well, we got another good one on ESPN2 with Oklahoma and Baylor.
I'll pick the bare necessities.
There you go. Then we got Kentucky and Ole Miss.
I'll go Big Blue.
Then there's Central Florida and BYU on ESPN Plus.
I'll go BYU.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got a great one between San Diego State and Colorado State.
I'll pick in San Diego State.
Right here with you. Then we got Virginia Tech and Florida State.
Tough game. I'll go with the Hokies.
Then we got New Mexico and Nevada on CBS Sports Network.
I'll go with New Mexico.
Oh, man. If they were at the pit, it'd be easier to go with New Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, there's your good buddy Ace Baldwin going up against Michigan State on the Big Ten Network.
I'll go with Penn State. That'll be a good game though.
Right here with you. I'm going with the Nittany Lions, who can't wait to be king.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see a bubble watch game on ESPN2 between Miami and Clemson. I'll probably do that, but I think Will might like it.
I'm reluctantly going to pick Clemson.
Yeah. I'm going Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
But we see another bubble watch game on CBS Sports Network between the Pirates and the Musketeers.
I'll pick the Pirates.
Oh, I'm going Musketeers.
Mm.
Oh, there's a good one. South Carolina and Auburn on the SEC Network. I mean, that's an ESPN.
Here we
game, right?
go, man. That's the game. I know about this game. Why the heck is this not on ESPN?
Well, I'm gonna not underestimate South Carolina like I did last week.
I'll go
I'm gonna go with
Gamecocks
the
too.
Gamecocks.
Yeah, why not?
But we got a good one in Iowa, Maryland on the Big Ten Network.
I'll pick Maryland. But
Yeah,
I don't have faith in either team.
they're bad.
I'll go Vols to beat the Razorbacks.
Man, it's going to be sad for Arkansas on Valentine's Day. They are pitiful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all for the Valentine's Day games. Let's see if there's any good ones on February 15th. Oh, there might be a good one. Rutgers and Northwestern.
I'll go with Northwestern.
I'm going to go
Although
with
they aren't great
Rutgers.
away from home either.
Going Rutgers. Man, they don't have anything good lined up so far for Thursday, do they? Maybe Purdue, Minnesota.
Purdue will beat
What do you-
Minnesota. No, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go Boilermakers. Ooh.
It was a good game. Colorado, UCLA.
I'm gonna take my chances with the Bruins.
Yeah, same.
I think Mick Cronin heard us crying about him, keeping his job too long, and he's like, okay, I better haul butt.
Mhm.
Well, not from us, but from the fans.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna bother with USC. They're looking pitiful, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Oh, the Friday games look really Friday-ish, but not San Diego State. New Mexico, Fox Sports 1.
Oh, what a game. I have to pick the Aztecs, but if it was in the pit, I would pick the New Mexico.
Oh, that's true, man. I mean, you just don't go against New Mexico at the pit. That's a no-no.
I think my Rams will beat up on the Billikens too in the other Friday game.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think we'll have to worry about VCU getting beat against.
Yeah, Travis Ford's
Clemson.
gone.
He's a
Dead and
disgrace.
gone. Dead and gone.
Well, it's gonna be a wild ride to see what happens this week. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to that Gonzaga Kentucky game.
Mhm.
What do you think about this week's slate?
I'm looking forward to the Auburn Carolina game.
Oh man, that's a battle right there. Auburn, South Carolina, and Alabama fighting at the top for the SEC. That's going to be a wild one right there. And I know that Tennessee's like half a game below all three of them thus far, but maybe that changes real soon.
Mhm.
So as we wrap up this Friday's edition of the College Basketball Recap Preview Show, Will, what do you have going on at Will and D on YouTube and at Ets and Instagram and Threads? What you got planned over there, good buddy?
Well, go check out me and Jeffrey. We're gonna do some review of We're gonna do a little Super Bowl review and then some college and NFL news.
There we go.
Mhm.
I mean, that Chip Kelly news came in good time, I'll tell you that. Same with
Oh
the Bill
yeah.
O'Brien news.
Mhm.
And of course, you can check me out right here at Jackson Johnson 979, where I just kind of go over some of these recaps on the college basketball show, and I do the reaction videos for the NFL and college football. And I do some Jacksonian episodes, not only here on YouTube, but also on Twitter at Jackson09960335. And you can also check me out on Instagram and Threads at JacksonJohnson543908. Thanks for the show. Well, you're welcome, man. Well, we're making sure of it. I got the records all set, but I'm just
Mhm.
waiting it out for this Friday's results, and you'll see what happened last week for sure. Until
Mhm.
next time, this is Jackson Johnson and my good buddy Will and D, wishing you all a very wonderful good afternoon on a Friday afternoon and a
Thanks,
wonderful
Todd.
week.